Stark fluorescent lights hummed above, casting a cold, clinical glow over the room. The relentless buzzing seemed to mirror the tension that filled the air. The air hung heavy with the scent of stale coffee and ambition. Papers were strewn across desks, each one a testament to the relentless drive of those who worked here. It was here, in the heart of the bustling city, that Lisa and Jane found themselves locked in a silent battle. The city outside never slept, much like the minds of these two women colleagues, their destinies intertwined in the corporate jungle. Each step they took was calculated, each word spoken a potential weapon. Lisa, a woman of sharp intelligence and even sharper cheekbones, watched Jane's every move. Her eyes, cold and calculating, missed nothing. Her ambition was a force that drove her every action. Jane, the office darling, possessed a natural charm that captivated everyone. Her smile was infectious, her demeanor warm and inviting. Her laughter echoed through the room, a stark contrast to Lisa's silent fury. While Jane's charm won her allies, Lisa's unyielding ambition drove her to the edge, creating a tension that was palpable. Lisa had the perfect plan. A slow, undetectable poison slipped into Jane's morning coffee. She knew Jane's symptom would be brushed off as stress, but what Lisa didn't expect was Lisa's hidden secret. Each effortless success of Jane was a fresh wound on Lisa's pride. The promotion Jane effortlessly secured. The praise that seemed to flow her way like an endless river. Envy, a venomous serpent, coiled itself around Lisa's heart, squeezing tight. Late one night, Lisa lingered. The office, eerily empty, echoed with the tap, tap, tap of her keyboard. Her eyes, burning with a cold fire, focused on a news article, exotic poisons and their undetectable nature. A slow, cruel smile spread across Lisa's lips. The air grew thick with unspoken tension. Lisa, once the life of the office, now seemed burdened, her laughter strained. Her once radiant complexion took on a greyish pallor. Lisa, a picture of composure, offered comforting words laced with a hidden satisfaction only she could perceive. One morning, Lisa didn't arrive. The day stretched on, filled with hushed whispers and worried glances. Then the news struck like a thunderbolt. Jane was in the hospital, her condition critical. A rare, fast-acting poison was found in her system. The police investigation began, casting a long shadow over the office. The once bustling environment was now filled with whispers and wary glances. Desks that were once cluttered with work now held an eerie stillness, as if the very air had thickened with suspicion and dread. Employees huddled in small groups, their conversations hushed and filled with speculation. The detectives moved methodically, their presence a constant reminder of the gravity of the situation. Lisa, outwardly distraught, reveled in the fear that clung to her colleagues like a shroud. Her plan was flawless. She had orchestrated every detail with meticulous precision, ensuring that no one would ever suspect her. The chaos around her was a symphony of her own making, and she was the unseen conductor. Her eyes sparkled with a hidden glee, a stark contrast to the mask of concern she wore so convincingly. No one suspected the quiet woman, the one who always blended into the background. She had perfected the art of invisibility, becoming a mere shadow in the bustling office. Her colleagues saw her as unassuming, perhaps even a little dull. But beneath that facade lay a mind as sharp as a razor, and always calculating, always planning. She was the perfect puppet master, pulling the strings from the shadows. But the universe, it seems, has a way of balancing the scales. For every action, there is a reaction, and for every deceit, there is a reckoning. The cosmic forces that govern our lives are always in motion, ensuring that justice in one form or another is served. Lisa's carefully constructed world was about to face an unexpected twist, a reminder that no one is beyond the reach of fate. As Lisa leaned back in her chair, a triumphant smirk playing on her lips, a sharp pain shot up her arm. It was sudden and intense, breaking through her moment of victory like a bolt of lightning. She winced, her hand instinctively moving to the source of the pain. The room around her seemed to blur as she focused on the unexpected sensation, her mind racing to understand what had just happened. A single drop of liquid glistened on her skin where a loose thread from her sweater had pricked her finger. It was a tiny, almost insignificant detail, but in that moment, it held her entire attention. The drop shimmered in the light, a stark reminder of the delicate balance she had disrupted. Her mind flashed back to the vial, the careful preparation, the sense of control she had felt, the same thread she had used to secure the poison vial just a few days prior. It was a cruel twist of fate, a reminder that even the most meticulous plans can unravel in the blink of an eye. Lisa's heart raced as she realized the gravity of her mistake. The very tool she had used to manipulate others had now turned against her, a poetic justice that she could not escape. The sirens wailed in the distance as Lisa crumpled to the floor, her body giving in to the overwhelming weight of her actions. She had fought so hard, but now, in this moment of vulnerability, the reality of her choices came crashing down. The taste of her own bitter victory heavy in her mouth, she could almost feel the ghosts of her past whispering in her ear, reminding her of every misstep, every wrong turn. The flickering fluorescent light above seemed to mock her, casting long, dancing shadows that whispered of her demise. Each flicker was a reminder of the fragility of her situation, the thin line between triumph and disaster. A chilling reminder that the shadows of our deeds have a way of finding us no matter how deeply we try to bury them. They creep along the walls of our consciousness, waiting for the perfect moment to resurface and haunt us. What dark secrets lurk within the hearts of those around you? The faces we see every day, the smiles that greet us, can hide the most sinister of intentions. Look closely, for the monster may be closer than you think, cloaked in the guise of normalcy, blending seamlessly into the fabric of everyday life. They hide in plain sight, their true nature masked by a facade of innocence, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. In the end, it's not the darkness we should fear, but the shadows that move within it, the unseen threats that lie in wait, ready to pounce when we least expect it. Comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more shocking real-life stories.